Hello everyone, it's me, Mix2the and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So sit back and enjoy. Alright, Zelda is ready to meet Link, or was it the other way around? I'm actually not sure. In any case, let's get going. Yeah, we need to leave Kokiri Forest right now. Last time we did beat the Deku Tree, so now it's off to Hyrule Castle and meet Princess Zelda. And actually not Princess Link. Against popular belief, it's not Princess Link. But yeah, anyways, one thing I need to mention, one thing I just noticed, you can always see the fairies like from far away, but never the corresponding Kokiri, which is interesting. I think that's actually done on purpose. It adds to the like mysterious nature of the Kokiri. Like if you approach them, they just like fade in. Yeah, just wow, you actually need to get very close. Okay, like or over here. I think that's actually kind of clever. That definitely adds some kind of atmosphere to the entire forest. Like also just in general, the entire fog here and stuff. It does add a lot of like atmosphere to the entire forest. And you also need to appreciate those like particle effects here. Those also look pretty nice. It definitely sets a nice tone. But yeah, we need to leave Kokiri Forest, like I said. There are multiple ways to do that. We could do it normally, we could also do it differently. Actually, let's do it differently. What we want to do for that, we can quickly do a save and quit. So we save the game and then we do a quick reset of the console. And just like that. You will need the classic controller, oh no. But yeah, if we do that, we will spawn back in Link's house. Link's house is always the respawn point when you start the game and you load the game again. That's always the case if you are Child Link. It's the Temple of Time for Adult Link, but for Child Link it's always his house. That's only the case if you are not inside the dungeon. Like if you are inside the dungeon to save and quit, you always start at the beginning of the dungeon, which can also be abused, but we are not doing that. Okay, now we want to go to the Lost Woods real quick. It had a purpose why I did do a save and quit here. Because Navi will always, like, you will always get a Navi prompt when you load the game, like after like 1 minute of play or so. Like the Navi will say, hey, like in true Navi fashion, and you can talk to her. That's done probably so that you have a way to like orientate yourself when you like return from like a long time after you've paused your play here or so. And that way you can quickly figure out what it was you had to do. You want to go to a specific location here. This one to be precise. Because we want to do a Navi dive. We want to jump onto this like portal there, that monument, whatever. Kind of like this. And that was already alright. We just want for Link to hold onto there. And now we just want to wait till we get the Navi prompt. What we want to do now, we want to press B twice in quick succession. And after we've done that, we want to talk to Navi by pressing C up. So let's see if it works. And yeah, if we do that, Link will basically get a recoil from his jump slash. Basically what happens, you first off draw your sword by using the first B press. Link draws his sword, that pushes him backwards, and he is in the air by then. And if you press B again, he performs a jump slash. And once he finishes his jump slash animation, he will be in the air again. And if you talk to Navi in the meantime, while he has this like going back to his normal position animation, you will Navi dive, because normally you should never be able to talk to Navi while you are like falling or so, and yeah, it ignores the water properties and you just fall like a rock. All that's left to do right now is to swim into the portal and we arrive at Azores River. Just like that. Welcome. And that's how you can escape Kokiri Forest. Nice. Okay, we can do a lot of shenanigans. We could do a lot of shenanigans right now, but yeah, not right now. We do it normally. I just wanted to show you. Also very interesting here. Wait a second, we can see like this part now. That's something you usually don't see. Market. London Range is actually on the map right now. I'm gonna assume that those three are always like there, like by default. But interesting to see it like that. Also interesting to see like the map like that again. I think in the randomizer it's always completely filled out. Cool, but yeah, like I said, that's not really what we want to do. We want to do that again. Saving was kind of unnecessary, but okay. But yeah, you can also like perform Navi dives in like different like places and stuff. But that's probably the most prominent one. Yeah, if it is true what I just said, Navi will talk to us in the next couple of seconds again. Or will try to talk to us in the next couple of seconds again. But yeah, we leave through the normal exit, which will trigger another cutscene. Like here again, like that's totally intentional. Saria also just appears like that. That's pretty neat. Yeah, we leave basically our only friend behind. Like the other Kukui also don't like really seem like they like Link like that much, like as a friend or so. But yeah, she's a little bit sad, of course, that we need to leave, but she is fully aware that Link originally is not a Kokiri, but rather a fully fledged Hylian. Like some kind of foreshadowing here of what's about to happen later. But yeah, pretty nice. And we obtain the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Zarya. You are gonna throw it away when you get the Ocarina of Time, but until then, keep it. Cool, we can play music now. Oh yeah. And Link is just, that's always funny to me, like, huh? Link is just, huh? Like the animation for that is so weird. Like it's just one of those like animations they use a lot throughout the game. Like, but it could have been like a, I don't know, better animation or so. Oh guys, we are about to meet our favorite character. We are about to meet the best character in the entire game. Oh, there he is. There he is, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Any second. Oh, no. Woohoo! Link, look up here. Oh, even, like, auto-scrolling text. What the heck? Cool, we have Kippora Gabora here. I'm actually not sure. No, that's actually not Kippora Gabora. I think, like, in this game... No, I think... Wait a second. That's weird. In... I'm fairly certain in the German version, like, Kippora Gabora is not called Kippora Gabora. They use that name later in Majora's Mask, though. I think in German he's called Matusa or so, like, that's in German. I think that's the case, and, like, in Majora's Mask it's then Kippora Gabora again. Kippora Gabora. Kappora? Kippora, I think, whatever. You're just the owl. You want to talk a lot. Oh yeah, you will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z and R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? No? Oh no, go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z and R to find the map. On the map subscreen you will also find a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all of that? No, oh god, go straight this way and you will find and see Princess Hyrule Castle. You will meet Hyrule Castle there. If you are map and don't know which way to lost, take the lost. The areas explored will show map on start subscreens that are our map on subscreens. You will also see flashing dot subscreen. Next, did you get all of that? Yeah, okay. Alright then. I'll see you around. Hoot, 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 hoo. Okay. Anyways, that was the owl. Kapora, Gabora, whatever. But yeah, our next destination is Hyrule. We could go and explore it a bit. We could fight a Pine Head here, but I don't want to. We can arrive at Hyrule Castle during the daytime. I actually did already waste some time because I did pull off the like Navi dive and did end up in like Zora's River, which did take away quite some time actually. But normally, if you normally if you normally walk, you can never reach. Oh, there he is again. You can never reach like Hyrule City, the market, before it becomes dark, before it becomes night. You can reach the city though if you backwalk. And yeah, we need to wait now. There's also a funny, nice reference to Zelda 2 here again. One thing I also have never noticed until like some video I watched and notified me. You can see the route here. If you walk on the route, no stealth children do appear. No stealth children will ever appear. If we move off the route, we will get attacked here. Just like that. But if we stay on the route, we will never get attacked, and I should also be careful here. Okay, we will get like this guy here still, but if you walk around here, then like no one will attack us again. And that's a reference to Zelda 2, because in Zelda 2, if you walk on routes in like on the overworld in Zelda 2, like no enemies appear. Like, and if you move like off the route in Zelda 2 and move around, you get random encounters, which those guys are practically. So this could be another precursor from like back in the day when this was supposed to be Zelda 2, like a Zelda 2 remake. But yeah, very interesting stuff. I think no one like really notices that, but yeah, until like I watched a video with like one of those common videos, like 10 details in Ocarina of Time, and like I figured that one out then. That's pretty nice detail. By the way, Navi, what do you have to say? The great Decotree wanted us to go to visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? We are right in front of that. Okay, but yeah, we want to get some money. We can get some money. We don't really need money, but we can get some money. We want to line ourselves parallel to the wall here, and we can side hop up the chains here of the castle bridge. Then we want to jump off the bridge by holding down. We also want to steer a little bit away from the wall, because then we get 2 red rupees from one jump. And we can repeat that now and can basically get infinite money by doing that. It's a very strong way to obtain money early on. Like if you do this again, side hop up here, jump, tilt a little bit to the right. You can also, yeah, target when you fall down there and instantly move again. That's like a little trick you can do. And that way you can get a lot of money. But yeah, I should explain that again with the falling. Like if you jump from high heights, Link takes fall damage. And normally what happens if you do that, Link will have this very long like damage animation. You cannot move during the meantime. However, if we, now that we will take fall damage, like this, if we do this and target, we can instantly move again without the like Link hurt animation. Once again, that's a little bit faster, so yeah, that's something you can do. Also something that speeds up your play. Right here we want to get a Skulltula. I could do this with my sword, but actually I'm gonna use the randomizer strategy, which absolutely failed. How about this? Let's do the Link to the Past strategy, just use a pot and defeat the Skulltula that way. Pretty funny. And welcome to the market. There's a lot of stuff we can do here, but I think not right now. I think the best thing we can do right now is the shooting gallery. Yep. Okay. This is a game for grown-ups, okay? Okay, the idea is some targets will show up. We need to hit we need to hit and destroy all 10 targets, and then we get a reward for doing that. The idea is that we get a perfect score here. This shooting gallery is pretty simple because the pattern is always the same. It's always the one in the middle, then the two blue ones here from the left and the right. Then we have the green one that jumps, and then we have both the blue ones coming from left and right. And then we only have the red ones. First off, the ones that come from the right, and then the ones that come from the left. Okay. Wonderful, bravo, perfect. Here's a fantastic present. And that rewards us with a bigger deco seat bullet bag. Nice, okay. And that's it for the shooting gallery, nice. You will do that again, but then it's randomized with the bow. I could buy a Hylian shield or so, but honestly not really in the mood for that. I can get one for free anyways. Let's buy a heart just because. Cool, but yeah, we are supposed to go to Hyrule Castle. I guess we just do so. And we can also take a look at the Happy Masked Salesman, but that guy is currently not here. We have this weird bandit guy here, or whatever he is supposed to be. What a strange shop. I wonder what it will be, what it will open, when it will open business. I read the sign here, but it seems weird. Okay, please read the sign before you use the shop, okay? Oh yeah, how the shop works. Oh god, no, cool, yeah, Happy Mask Salesman will become important later, and much more important later on in Majora's Mask. We also have Marlon here. Oh, she has very slow text. Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Marlon. My dad owns Marlon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Oh no. We should do something. Also, what do you have to say? You made a lot of money? What? Is that a hint for something? Drop down the river and end up there? Okay. That's a weird hint, okay. I should talk to all the people. I haven't talked to all the people in, like, ages. Legend of the Shadow Fork, that's the Sheikah, yeah, okay. The Shadows of the Hylians, wow, pretty dramatic. Oh yeah, I should not talk to people, they have very long text, help! Okay. The Temple of Time that we have in the northeast part of town. It's actually not a city, it's a town. Like, I think in Twilight Princess it's actually Hyrule City. But yeah, whatever, let's not talk to all people, I think that's not really... Oh, whoa, did you see that girl? Wow. But yeah, let's go to Hyrule Castle. There's a... oh no, there's a secret I can show you here. You could also say it's a secret to everybody. Hey Link, whoa, that looks unhealthy, that's not what an owl does. Owl explains to us how time works in this game. Like, there are some areas where time does not pass. Kokiri Forest, for example. Hyrule Town, the market, for example. And here it flows normally. Yeah, and yeah, I did the thing, guys. Oh no, this time I actually did it. No. 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 Okay. You're a smart kid, thank you. Good luck then. Hoo. Dude, I actually fell for the trap, wow. Yeah, okay, that's what normally happens. You want to get out of there and you just keep... Yeah. Please explain it again. Yeah, please explain it again. Cool. I have no clue how many I have. That's weird. I think this one has bugs, right? No, this one. Yeah, bugs will become important later, once I get a bottle. Like, how do I need to do this again in order to trigger that? I think I just need to get caught a couple of times. I think I just need to get caught a couple of times, and then I can, like, basically cheat my way in, which is pretty funny. I need to get caught once anyways, because otherwise Marlon doesn't show up and we never get the pocket egg. Pocket egg? I think it's called pocket egg. This statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Wow, okay. How late is it? Boing. Current time is 17:37. Okay. Let's get caught. Also, you can just jump over here, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, you, over there, stop. Ugh. Okay, we hear music. Let's get the egg first. I think that was already enough. I just can talk to the guard now and we can do this one secret. Wow, did you start to talk even slower? Oh, come on. No wonder he has fallen asleep somewhere around the castle if you talk so slow. Marlon, please. God, it's Weird Egg, yeah, of course. Pocket Egg, now, what is it called? I'm actually not sure. Pocket Egg is, I think Pocket Egg is the one you get from Coco Lady later on. Coco Lady, who is actually not Anju in this game, that's a common mistake. She's just called Coco Lady in this. Anju is Majora's Mask. Also, one thing to mention here, if it is nighttime, the guards actually have a reduced vision. If you normally would do, if you would normally jump over here during the daytime, this guy would be able to spot you. I think if I stay here and wait until it's daytime, he will actually see me. So that's a way to confirm that. Let's see if it works. I need to wait until, like, it's day again anyways, because otherwise the egg does not hatch, and we need what hatches from the egg. Let's just wait a little bit and see if it works. Hey, you, they really are short-sighted, do they? I mean, they have, like, this weird helmet which, like, covers their eyes, so no wonder they cannot see anything. Ah, daylight is approaching. Ah, can you see me? Hmm? I like how it progressively becomes like brighter and brighter. Yeah, there we go. Did you see that? Yeah, nice. Okay, so when it's daytime, they have a much bigger field of vision. Yeah, okay, we got caught again, and I think if we talk to this guy now multiple times, do you really want to go through this gate that much? Let me think about it. Okay, but in return, give him 10 rupees. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll let you pass quickly. And then we get this, which is pretty funny. Keep it a secret from everyone. Nice. That's like in every like Zelda game. That's nice. Good. And does he say that again if I... It's also pretty funny. This is also so inconsequential because you need to move past the gate, past the guards now, anyways. So it's pretty unimportant. Even though they have a bigger field of vision right now, they will not be able to spot me. Okay, now we should be quick because if it's nighttime again, I need to wait again. Otherwise, I cannot break into the castle. I wanted to talk to this to the Gossip Stone because randomizer, wow. You want to jump into the moat here and you want to swim all the way over here. We also need to return here later on because there's a sculpture we cannot get here right now. And there we have Talon, Marlon's father. He is fast asleep, so let's wake him up with the chicken we just got. The butt cam of Talon here, nice. Talon is, by the way, Mario and Ingo is Luigi. I also need to show you like the Bowser Brush they both have. I will probably do that then when we are at London Ranch, which will be much later, not right now. Like, London Ranch is normally something I do towards the end of the, like, first, like, child cycle here. Like in the base game. Like in the randomizer, that's different, of course, but it depends on the items I get, but like when I play it normally, that's something I do at the end. because then I can get everything there. I have the boomerang, I have basically everything I need to clear the area. Even though you can get a bottle there, which is maybe nice early on, but I don't really need it. By the way, one thing I also want to do, which I never mentioned, but should also be kind of obvious, I also want to not die while playing this. There's this like kill counter in like the menu, the fight select screen. And I don't want to die, I want to keep that at 0. Let's see if that works. You want to target the fencing here, and then you want to perform side hops. And if you do that correctly, you can move past all the guards here. Does it work? Nah, okay. I think it's very simple to go up until that point, to jump up until that point, and I think then if you don't have like the perfect, like frame perfect side hops there, then he catches you. Let's try it one more time. I think I should have enough time for that. Oh, I think I might have just wasted some important time here. Those guys are on a kind of a fixed cycle, so... Yeah, look, yeah, okay. That was probably because I did roll there the first time around. Okay, maybe I should do it legitimately now, because once it's nighttime, I need to wait until it's daytime again, because otherwise guards are blocking the path here. I'm too stubborn. Nah, okay. I think one more and then I would have been safe, but nope. I think it's also fine if I show you the guards here. Let's try it one more time and then wait until nighttime and then we just wait. I think that's fine. I like how Link just gets sucked into there. Like there's like... Ah, there we go. It's already like too late. And now we cannot get in there. We need to wait. Well, guys, and you? What is your plan for tomorrow? Pack. There are also ways to like jump up there without moving the crates here, but that requires bomb shoes or explosives. Yeah, other than that, I think you always need to use the crates here. There might be other glitches as well, but yeah, it's Ocarina of Time, there's always another way. Is there anything I could do right now? This is the spot where we will later make a grotto appear, but not right now. Also, how long is one night in Ocarina of Time? I think it's not particularly long. I always get the feeling that the night is shorter than the day. I could be mistaken about that, but like, if I had to make a guess here, I think the night is shorter than the day. Which makes sense because I think you can do more stuff during the day, like in general. Like, a lot of NPCs are not like there during the nighttime. They also want to go to sleep. But yeah, look at this. Day is already approaching. I appreciate the flowers here in the meantime, like the additional details that are here. Always nice to see. I could also drink some water in the meantime. Ah. Doesn't it feel good to be refreshed? Can also quickly do this. Looks like this item doesn't work here. Okay. Okay, one more shot. Nah. Yeah, now this guy even sees me. Look at this, he's just running through the hedge. Wow, okay. This guy's definitely the MVP of the guards there. That was dumb. Come on, one more try. I want to get this. It's not actually particularly super hard. I think you just need to be fast enough. I think that's like the entire strategy here. I think I'm on a good cycle right now. Now, this guy, always this guy, Okay. But I'm super convinced that you can do that if you get, like, frame-perfect side-hops. Which I don't get, because frame-perfect side-hops are kind of hard to do. Okay, then we just do it until we reach, like, that guy. And from there on out, we do it normally. Okay, isn't there a second one here as well? Yeah, there is. I might have very weird timing here right now, and I think that might be pretty bad right now. Come on, move. Okay, thank you. And here we just need to wait until that guy moves, and then we should be able to run straight through here. Also weird, like, Roman philosopher statue here. Like some kind of Cicero statue or so. Okay, we can just run straight through here, and we arrive at the Easter egg courtyard, as I like to call it. Because there are two things you can do here. First of all, the good old, oh my god, it's Mario, it's Peach, and I think that's Yoshi, yeah. We also have Bowser, and is that Luigi? Must be Luigi, right? Yeah, Luigi, okay. Oh, nice Easter egg. If we shoot this, we do get 20 rupees. Cool. You can also do some shenanigans here at the other window. And there's nothing of interest here except this vase you can see there. But if we shoot here, we can trigger this. Hey, you, don't cause any trouble. Whoa, okay. Okay. Good, yeah, but yeah, our main attraction here is, of course, Princess Zelda. Who? Who are you? And she apparently recognizes us, even though she has never seen us. But yeah, Princess Zelda did also have some dreams like the Deco Tree, and she did get some foresight or so, and did predict that there will be like a very bad catastrophe like plaguing the land of Hyrule. And there were like dark clouds that were like covering the skies of Hyrule, and everything was bad. But there was also like this light like coming from Kokiri Forest she saw, and yeah, this light RV. It's a link. And she's pretty relieved that we came here. The thing that Zelda has like some weird foresight of what's going on and like predicts some like weird catastrophe that is befalling the lands is actually a common theme throughout like a lot of Zelda games actually. Like Spirit Tracks actually has something like that. Another thing that also is introduced here, actually not introduced here, but I think was introduced in at least if you go by in-game like references or so, it was introduced by A Link to the Past, and that's the thing that like somehow like always like the royalty of Hyrule like kind of puts Link into like his like hero state, so to speak. Like they always like ask something of Link, they always like beg Link for help or so. Like that's the thing that like, is very common among like Zelda games. Like here it's Princess Zelda. Like in A Link to the Past, it was also Princess Zelda that basically kicked off like Link's like adventure. In Wind Waker, it's the King of Hyrule as well. It's also the King of Hyrule in Breath of the Wild. Once again, in Tears of the Kingdom, it's Zelda. Like, that's such a common theme. That's, like, basically in all Zelda games. In Spirit Tracks, aforementioned Spirit Tracks as well. Like, without Zelda, kind of, without, like, the royalty of Hyrule, like, Link would just live a normal life, but, like, it's always them that put him into trouble, kind of. It's kind of funny. Like, Majora's Mask is actually the exception. Majora's Mask is actually the exception. Yeah, in the meantime, she did tell us more about the origin story of Hyrule or so, of the Triforce, whatever. She basically gave us the objective to collect all these spiritual stones. And yeah, we of course say yes, because we are Link. She also makes us see this guy here. This guy is Ganondorf, the guy with the evil eyes. But more than his eyes, I would say his nose is pretty evil. Look at this nose, holy moly! I think in the future, like his eyes, not his eyes, his ears become much bigger. Like that's a weird thing. But yeah, right here we see that Ganondorf pledges allegiance to the King of Hyrule, at least apparently so. It's all just a ruse, though. He will betray the king and try to conquer the Kingdom of Hyrule. Once again, that's used in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it's always the same. But that's where it originates from. But yeah, Zelda tells us, stop this man, he's evil. I don't believe you. The animation. Dude, please believe me. My prophecies have never been wrong. Has she been an oracle for like the entire time? Interesting. I don't believe you. I was gonna say, is that different now? Okay. Yeah, classic Nintendo. Okay. And now she's happy. Wow, that's great. Basically, the King of Hyrule does not see through Ganondorf's facade, and the kids like instead do the heavy lifting here. I also like how Zelda writes a letter now, and it's cut off by like the screen. That's funny. Where did you get that paper? You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Okay. I like how every time the game feels the necessity to explain that you can put items on C left, down, or C right. I like it. Don't be afraid to talk to her. I was gonna say Links. Yeah, now I'm making this mistake. Princess Link. But I was gonna say Princess Zelda's. Princess Zelda's head was like weird for a second there. Can we scan her? No. But we can. Nah, we can actually not speak from far away. Okay, let's talk to Impa. Imp of the Shikas. She is also basically in league with us. And she teaches us basically a song that we use to activate all kinds of weird mechanisms throughout our adventure. I like the instrument Impa's playing, her hand. Cool, memorize this song. Let's see if I do this, like it goes bam or nice. Okay, can we? Okay. Ah, too fast. Okay. Ah, it does not register the C up there. There we go. Inputting songs with the GameCube-Controller is very funny, because you can use the C-Stick, and by using the C-Stick you can basically, in this case, use like some half circles to play the song faster. That's always what I like to do. You've learned Zelda's Lullaby. And Impa basically just teleports us out of Hyrule Castle. You brave lad. Okay, she also tells us of our next destination, which is this big mountain in the distance there. It's a Death Mountain. Home of the Gorons. And we are to obtain the Spiritual Stone of Fire from them. We will find my village, Kakariko. Kakariko also in this game first appeared in A Link to the Past, but was reintroduced here. And basically was a part of Zelda ever since. We also need to return to the castle at some point. I want to get the like Pikachu Easter egg. Also fade out. That's something I do not recall, okay. But yeah, now we are here, Hyrule Field again. We have the letter here, can we read it? Looks like this item doesn't work here, okay. But we can take a look at items, right? Can we? Oh no, we cannot take a look at it. I think that might be a thing that they added in, that must be a thing they added in Majora's Mask, that you can press A here on the items and it gives you an explanation. Huh, interesting. Cool, we got 5 Skulltulas, Good, let's head straight back and... No. Can I? I think I need to deliver the letter first, right? Once again, a randomizer making me question whether or not I can do stuff right now. Okay, I'm not sure if I can do this here right now. Is the Happy Mask Salesman, the mask shop, already open? Now we need to deliver the letter first, okay. That's what I recall, because the guard in Kakariko tells you that, like, there's this mask he wants to get for his son or so. So that will have to wait a little bit. I'm actually not sure. How do I want to do that? I think I want to head straight back, obtain the mask. For now I also stick to what we are supposed to do, which means heading for the Gorons. Also, by the way, rolling is faster than normally walking. And if you are not like rolling, you want to move backwards, because that's also faster. Yeah, welcome to Kakariko Village. Also have the old music from A Link to the Past, which is interesting, because they did not like use the normal like Hyrule main theme in this game. Instead they went for a different song. But yeah, a lot of stuff we can do here, a lot of stuff we will do here. And it starts with this cuckoo I picked up. We want to collect the cuckoos for the cuckoo lady. And we want to start by flying over here. Actually, that's a bad idea. Wait a second, I should stick to my guns here and do it like I usually do it in a randomizer. In a randomizer I have an easy time, because usually I have the setting on that just makes me like bring back one cuckoo and then I am done with the side quest here. But in this instance I need to get all the cuckoos. Which takes a little bit more time, but isn't really particularly hard. It's basically just a means to make you explore the village here. Okay, one thing we can do here, we want to climb onto this, like, tower here. We want to align ourselves with this wall here. And then we want to move to the left. We want to side hop to the left of the tower. And we also want to keep pressing left until we hold onto something. Like that. Because now we are here and we can climb up the roof here and we can talk to this guy. Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. This is probably an item you're only supposed to obtain during like the adult era. You're never supposed to get this as child. That's why he talks to you and says to you, "Hey, nice to see you again. Take this as a memento, I guess." I was gonna say no, he doesn't speak at all again. Okay. Nice. But yeah, we want to go over here. We want to go into this grotto now. It is very important, by the way, if you do this cuckoo side quest, that you do not enter like a grotto like I just did, or a house, before you collect all the cuckoos and bring back all the cuckoos, because if you enter like a house or so, like all the cuckoos just get reset, from what I recall. And you need to collect all of them again. That's why I'm doing this here first and pick this red rupee up. I also want to get all the grottos, by the way. Like, I want to get, like, basically everything that you have on, like, a usual tracker for randomizer. So I also have a tracker open where I mark stuff, just to make sure that I get everything that is obscure. Ah, I missed the ladder. Normally you can move, like, on that fence, jump off the fence and hold onto the ladder. That way you don't have to climb all the way. I want to get both the cuckoos here. Those are probably the most tricky ones. What am I doing? That works, okay. Okay. And we want to bring them back to the cuckoo lady, who is actually called Cuckoo Lady, not Anju. Where's the other one? The other one must be around here somewhere. Yeah. One trick when it comes to those cuckoos, once they are aroused like this, they start running, and they always start to run away from you. So if I'm here, the cuckoo will run straight into the other direction. That's something you can use in order to make the cuckoos like huddle up near the cuckoo lady. For example, this one also runs away from here. That's very nice. And then we will just collect them all later. Like this one over here as well. Like this one will run like up the stairs here, for example, now. This one will run away because yeah, look at this. This one runs away, yeah. Okay, let's try to get this one. Nice. Normally you're supposed to use a cuckoo and just fly over there. But a well-timed jump slash also does the trick here. And I almost forgot about that one over there. I think that's all of them. I think after this one we should be fine. Come on, move it. He wants to talk to me. What happens if I talk while I have a cuckoo? I cannot talk to her while I have a cuckoo, okay? Okay, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. There must be another one, I think. Maybe? No, that's it. It's just 6, okay. Or wasn't there a 7th one inside the fences already? And we obtain our first bottle. Okay, nice. Bottles are always very precious in the world of Zelda. But yeah, nice. The bottle also doubles down as an ocarina, by the way. I can show that off at times, I guess. What I want to do now is show you another trick. I think most people... No, yeah. I think most people when they think about this piece of art up there, I would think that they like would obtain it as adult Link, but there's actually a way to obtain this as child Link right now. That's also something I never really thought about, but one thing I also like saw in a video. I did actually learn a lot about this game via videos on YouTube. In fact, Zelda Link, not Zelda Link to the Past, Zelda Ocarina of Time is actually like the first, actually like the first videos I watched on YouTube. Like I did watch like hacking videos of like Ocarina of Time. Like one prominent hacking video I recall was like a Baronade at London Ranch or so. That was not nice, dude. But yeah, there was like old hacking videos where like you fight Baronade at like London Ranch, and I was always wondering, hey, how do they do that? Is that like how do I do that in my game? I wasn't really aware that they used like emulators and like sheets and stuff. That's something I never realized. I think that was also the time when I like watched those videos when I first discovered like Zelda's birthday, like the first basically Ocarina of Time hack, like kind of. Yeah, basically Zelda hacking videos is what started it all with me and YouTube. No, dude. Oh, thank you. But yeah, that's how you reach that. You just want to climb up there with the cuckoo, and then, yeah, you can reach this. I'm actually gonna pick this up. Why not? That's some crafty way to obtain this. This is also like a pure like Zelda stuff here right now. There are so many ways you can reach this. You can reach this as like young Link with the cuckoo right now. Later on as adult Link you have much easier methods by using hookshot or by simply climbing up there by like going up here, and then like Link can clip through the wood there and just climb into the entrance there, which is funny. And there are so many options. That's something that's really great about the Zelda franchise. Yeah, going to the windmill right now is kind of unimportant. I would rather want to visit the graveyard. And do some stuff here. Those intro sequences are also something that is omitted from randomizers. But that's also something you need to appreciate. That all like the areas have like this like small camera view that shows you the area. That's pretty nice. Okay, you want to catch some bugs. Bugs will be very important because we use bugs at some of those holes, like this one over here, to make some sculptures appear. And this works on 9 out of 10 holes like that. The one at Zeruda does not work, that's the myth. That one just simply doesn't work, the other ones do. Cool, we get another sculpture. We can also get a small sneak peek of what's inside the crate up there. If I can show it. Like there's a crate up there and we can peek inside if we do this. Once again, align ourselves with the wall. We want to move against the wall. We want to roll and we want to press up to get into the first person view. And if you do it with the correct timing, Link will be like still kind of be in his rolling animation, and we can like look through the wall and spot that there's a piece of heart in here. Once again, very useful in randomizers if you want to know what's inside there. There's also much more we can do here. We can move the gravestones, but sadly we have this stupid kid there, which fittingly looks like Caillou, and this guy is like forbidding us to move the gravestones around. What we need to do is we need to return here during the nighttime. And luckily, there's actually a way to turn it into night time here. We need to play Zelda's Lullaby here, indicated by this Triforce symbol. But to be honest, I don't want to use more Ocarina. I would much rather prefer to use... No. How about a Deku Stick, right? Unless he does that. Wait a second. No, don't examine that. I hope it still works. Wait a second. Let's just do it like this. That was stupid. Wait a second. Once again, maybe I should rather use my slingshot. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. I'm trying to use the half circle thing. That was way too bad. I always like the up note there. There we go. But yeah, he gracefully plays the slingshot here. Yeah, the glitch I just used there is called Ocarina items. And it basically allows you to play like every object you have, every item you have as an ocarina. And the only thing you need is a bottle for that. As well as another item. And that item can literally be everything. It can be your sword as well. And the trick, I think, with this glitch is, like for starters, in order to perform that glitch, you need to perform. You don't need to perform. You need an item. Wait a second. In order to perform Ocarina items, you need a bottle, and that bottle needs to have something inside which you can recatch, and that can either be bugs or a fish. So in my instance, I use bugs because bugs are always handy to have. What we want to do, we want to release the bugs. And we want to catch them immediately again. That's also just important because that allows you to sustain your bugs indefinitely. Because you always release 3 bugs even though you just caught 1. And now, while Link still has the bottle in his hand, you want to perform a backflip. And while you are in the air, you want to press the button you have the bottle on, as well as one other item. That can be the B button for the sword, C left in my case for Deku Sticks, or C right for the slingshot. And then if you do that, he will play that item as an ocarina. If you struggle with that, there are a few tips and tricks you can do. You can perform ocarina items from a higher height. For example, you could stand on a gravestone here to get more height. That gives you a bigger time frame to input the 2 items. And also, if you are new to that and struggle with doing that, if you use bugs, a tip would be to wait until the bugs bury themselves into the ground, because one thing I can also show you, if you release bugs and catch them again, and you release bugs again now, what happens is the game does not want to have that many bugs around. Instead, the bugs instantly bury themselves into the ground and you are left without bugs. That's something you don't want. I will get bugs again anyways, so that doesn't really matter for me right now, but just in case, if you don't want to lose your bugs, wait until the first 3 bugs do burrow down, and then perform ocarina items, if you feel unsure whether or not you can perform it or not. If we are in the royal family's tomb, we want to kill all the keys here. We also need to return here later, although maybe, yeah, we need to return later here. That's something we can do as adult Link later. Also, hello Redads. Okay, and here we learn the Song of Sun. Is this called Song of Sun? Sun Song. It's called Sun Song. An interesting poem. I didn't listen, Navi. Sorry. The Composer Brothers is also something I need to show you. Okay, Sun Song is a very important song because that song allows us to... it allows us to switch between night and day on will. If we just play the song, we can turn the day into night and night into day. And that's very important because there are a lot of events in this game that just trigger during the night and just trigger during the day. So it's always nice to manipulate the flow of time here. Which also makes sense in a game called Ocarina of Time, that you can manipulate the time. It's also kind of funny that you more so manipulate the time with Sun Song than you do with Ocarina, Song of Time and Ocarina of Time. It's kind of funny. This is the actual like time manipulation song here. You do not want to deal with the redeads because the redeads are scary. So let's just leave them be. And we want to leave, and because we played the song of the Sun Song, we have it nighttime right now, and the stupid kid is thankfully gone, which allows us to move the gravestones now. And by moving the gravestones, we can discover some nice secrets. For example, this one here. And this time I actually need my Ocarina. I also need to equip the Ocarina. In Randomizer, you have like a very handy shortcut for Ocarina. Other boots and iron boots, but not here. Hello? There we go. Look at this guy. Don't worry, this guy will not do anything. Because one nice thing about Sun Song is it does stun redeads if you play it. Dude, that's not what I wanted. Dude, I'm not feeling in the mood. I'm not feeling in the mood to hug right now. Dude. Dude, why is this guy... Okay. There we go, my goodness. Almost killed me. Hello. That was better on my part. But yeah, anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if you have if you play a song of Sun Song while there's a redead in the room, it freezes when you play the song, which makes it easier to approach those guys. I want to return it with bombs, but yeah, anyways, this grave is important because you get the Hylian shield here. This is nice because this way you don't have to pay 80 rupees to get one, and Hylian shield is kind of handy for the next area, which is Death Mountain, and Death Mountain is full of fire. So better have something like that. You, my friend, we have Dumpy here. Okay, Dumpy, I'm not sure if I can do this right now. I think I need to beat and get the Goron Ruby first. Always around with the graves. I'm Dumpy, the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business. Dumpy, the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave-digging tour. Ah, I get the I get the idea here, heart-pounding. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out? When I start digging, you will find out. You want me to dig here? Oh yeah, okay, this is this is the bane of every speedrunner's existence, this guy. Okay, Dumpy. The thing is, there are like two major RNG things related to Dumpy here. And the first one is this minigame, the other one is the Dumpy race later on as adult. But yeah, the thing is, we need to like basically speak to him, and then he like digs us a hole, and we want to wait until he stands on one of those like soft patches here, like this one. We don't want to speak to him and have him dig a hole while he is standing on like the cobblestone here. We want to wait until he stands here, and we want to say, yes, please dig us a hole here. And we did get 5 rupees. Okay, the thing is, like each time, I'm actually not sure like how concretely it works, but I think there's always a chance when he is standing on one of those patches that he digs up a piece of heart. And that's completely RNG. I'm actually not sure if it is the case that if we were to wait here now and wait until he like is on all the patches here, if we eventually get a piece of heart and it's just like buried under one of those patches randomly, or if it's just purely random. If we just talk to him here, we just get a chance to get the piece of heart here. But what we want to do here, we want to like open the grave, get into the grave again. Want to go up here again, and then we want to talk to him again, and we basically do that until we run out of cash and or we either get the piece of heart, we either get the piece of heart or run out of cash here. Link in the meantime is dying. Sorry boy, but you need to endure here. Okay, that's bad. Once again, do this and we repeat that. This is also part of a very weird speedrun category or so, like, or speedrun event, I think. Not particularly not particularly like a category, but like an event that they always do on Valentine's Day. Like they play Ocarina of Time and they wait until they get like the dump a heart piece here, like, I don't know, 30 times or so. And once again, no luck. And I think you get the strategy here. You always want to open the grave, and that time, like, Dumpe can move over to the soft spot here, and then you talk to him, wait until he digs, and you repeat that until you get the piece of heart. Or you don't have money anymore. Also always pick up the money he's digging up, because, like, that's just extra money you get. Oh guys, 6 more tries. Probably more because we do get additional rupees here. I should also probably do something about the beeping, right? And basically this minigame here is what, like, makes a speedrun great or absolutely kills it. I think that was already like 5 attempts or so. That's way too much for, like, a speedrun. And yeah, it's purely RNG. There's nothing you can do against this. At least if you go for like sauce. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, that was 6 sticks. That's actually pretty good, I think. Nice. Okay. Cool. Oh, we also get another heart because we got 4 pieces of heart by now. Nice. Okay, danke, Dumpe. Why am I suddenly speaking German? Never mind. Sun German. Sun Urge of German. Danke, Dumpe. But okay, that concludes our business here in, like, on the graveyard. We now want to go back to Kakariko. And one thing I like to do in randomizers here, when I don't have a sword and still need to kill all the sculptures here, I want to use Broken Stick again. Which means this, 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 and this. Now with a Broken Stick, and now we can kill a lot of sculptures here. There are a bunch of sculptures here. I think 4 we can get right now. That's one of them, which means a couple more to go. One thing of note is also that gold sculptures are also deceptively hard in the early game, or deceptively dangerous in the early game, I should rather say. Because those guys deal 1 full heart of damage, which is quite a lot if you only have 3. Like, there are actually some people who have died to those golden sculptures, even though they just, like, stand around there menacingly. Like, or like that also happens. Actually, there are 5 sculptures we can get here. Like, those were 3. Then we have this one on the house over there, and the one that is, like, on the tower. One interesting quirk about the Broken Stick is that it cannot break pots. It simply doesn't work, just creates a lot of particle effects. Yeah, only that one left, I think. I want to try something. Does it work like this? Whoops, sorry guys for the interruption, had a weird hiccup. But yeah, I wanted to try to perform ISG, which stands for Infinite Sword Glitch. I quickly need something which I can interact with. I hope this guy works. I do... not like this. There we go. If you have this stuck up camera, you have ISG. I will talk about ISG in more detail later. This is one of the, like, quintessential glitches in Ocarina of Time. With ISG, I want to try to climb up this ladder. I hope that shouldn't erase it, I think. But basically, I'm in a state now which makes it so that Link is basically a constant damage source. If I approach this Skulltula now, I actually do damage it, but it wasn't strong enough. Whoops, I should have done a jump slash, not just... Wait a second, we can do this again. Double KO, kind of. There we go, nice. People are disgusting. Couldn't agree more. Okay, now we should have enough damage. Like, this is like very complicated stuff with power crouch steps and ISG and how all of that works hand in hand. Okay, I wonder, do I still take damage here, or does the Skulltula die first? The Skulltula dies first, okay, nice. But yeah, normally you can just use Slingshot and yeah, that works as well. But ISG also does the trick here. You also cannot jump off like ledges in this state, by the way. But yeah, more on that later. I will talk about that in more detail later. Okay, now to conclude things here, we want to obtain our rewards, I think. Or at least one reward we can get right now from the House of Skulltula. Like, all of those guys here are cursed. This guy is already relieved of his curse because we did get enough Skulltula tokens. This guy informs us in more detail. We look like this because of the spider's curse, but since you've destroyed 11 spiders of the curse is starting to weaken. Did the kids return to normal give you any rewards? You should know that your only way to become very rich is to destroy as many spiders of the curse as possible. Spiders of the curse. There are some tricks to finding them all. First of all, you'd have, yeah, Hand-Hunted Knight, blah blah blah, okay. Will all of those guys say something different? Those guys are smaller here. Yeah, I'm cursed. Nice. I'm cursed, okay, but yeah, this guy's already, like, we lifted the curse on him. Cool, and we get a reward which is a bigger wallet. We get the adult's wallet, nice. Adults are allowed to carry a lot of money. Now you can hold up to 200 rupees. What? Okay. Sure, makes sense. But it only starts to get sad when you realize you are an adult and don't have money at all. And I think on that note, we do embark to Death Mountain and yeah, do some stuff there. I think we are finished with Kakariko so far, so yeah, next stop is Death Mountain, and we will also need to go through some hoops there because we cannot just go straight to the next dungeon and like obtain the next spiritual stone. That will have to wait a little bit. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Until then, take care and goodbye.